He is, okay. So this is wardop's replay now. He likes to use a bit of a top-down camera. I'm not a fan, but his ball striking seems to be pretty good in the past with it, so great engine choice. Alright. Recovery is everything here. Recovery is everything. If you're committing to a wall shot with low boost, the main thing you need to focus on is recovery. We've missed the ball. Not a good look for the top-down camera settings so far. We've missed a boost as well. Not looking good. Such a bad camera. I've said it before. I don't need to, say it again. Right, we're up way too late for this. That's one of those plays where the opponent jumps up. Like, the opponent's up in the air way before you. If you see him going up this early, like at this point, right after you realize he's up, that's when you need to backflip out of this aerial, or half flip out of this aerial, I should say, because you're just getting beaten to the ball. Oh, you changed it to play like Gengar and never fully fixed it? Nice. I take it all back. Good boost grabbing. Very nice boost pathing initially there. We kind of like lost it at the end, but you saw the line there going over the small pads. That was exactly what we want to be doing. Like, just try not to go all in here. We've got no boost, so you have to be careful. Okay, this is the first like real talking point of the game. This is the first big decision that we've got. The pros keep it alive. Listen, the entire Rocket League community is like helping everything. Pros help the casters, casters help the pros, content creators help the game helps content creators. It's all connected. Nothing's carrying anyone else. Everybody's doing their part. Everybody's just doing their best. Like, I just wanted to bring up the fact that people who say that content creators are the only ones keeping the game alive it's a complete injustice to the game itself to say that. Because by far the most influential and most important aspect is the game. So that should always be at the top. Okay, so here we turned around, we saw... Wait, keyboard Canis. Is it Vacanis? Oh my goodness, it is. I just realized. Is it Vacanis on keyboard? So we turn around and we see that our teammate is behind us. Now, this is a bit of an interesting one, so I'll put it to Twitch chat. Wardop has no boost. Now let's see, I think keyboard Canis, yeah, he has 100 boost. So in this position, who should pressure the ball? And who should rotate back? Wardop has no boost. Keyboard Canis has 100 boost. The other team have the ball. Who should pressure? Wardop should pressure. Wardop out. He's mid-flip out. Okay, I guess we should pause here then. Wait. Okay, there we go. Wardop's on no boost. Keyboard Canis on full boost. Wardop should go back. Wardop should rotate back. Wardop should force a play. Not Wardop. So, pretty much 50-50. Half of you think the Wardop should challenge, half of you think the Wardop should rotate out. Actually here, if Wardop is the one who has no boost, he's the one who should pressure the ball. Because the other team straight up have the ball in this play. They're the ones who have the ball under control. And at lower level, when somebody has no boost, aka Wardop in this play, they will rotate out and their teammate with 100 boost will come in. But that's the opposite of how you should do it. In 2v2, if the other team are dribbling the ball, and your guy closest to it has no boost, instead of switching positions and giving your guy with 100 boost the responsibility of making the tackle, you should just let the guy with no boost pressure the ball, try and force this guy, FaZe Rhino, to do something. Like, instead of flipping away, Wardop should just stay close to the play here, try and force this guy to do anything. Because what happens when FaZe Rhino outplays Wardop is it's very easy for Keyboard Canis to turn around and take the ball for free because he has 100 boost. Now think about it, if the roles are reversed, if Keyboard Canis makes a play on the ball to tackle it, most likely Rhino will get it past him because it's easier to get the ball past somebody than it is to get the ball off someone when you're tackling them. So most likely Keyboard Rhino will be forced to make an outplay on Keyboard Canis. Keyboard Canis is briefly out of the game, and Wardop, having no boost, will struggle to get to the ball before FaZe Rhino does, and then you've got FaZe Rhino with probably a bit of momentum, bit of boost against a Wardop who has maybe 12 boost at this point. So that would be a really bad position for the orange team. But yeah, long story short, your guy with no boost most of the time should be the guy pressuring the ball, because it's very hard to follow up on the challenge when it does happen if you have no boost. It's super easy to follow up on your teammate's challenge if you have lots of boost. Alright, that was some good bumping. Don't be afraid to dribble the ball back into your own half here. Would have been a bit smarter maybe than what we did, because this was a bit dangerous. Twos is all about winning a 50 and have your teammate beat the other guy to the ball, or demo. Not even winning a 50, you can be more general than this. Twos is all about making the other team lose control of the ball and then letting your teammate take it. So you don't even need to win a 50. You can fake a challenge. You can win a 50, that's an option. You can, demo them. Just anything. All you need to do is force the other team to lose the ball, then let your teammate come in and take it for free. Basically, how you defend in 2v2. But yeah, 2v2 is a lot more about letting the front man break rotation to turn than it is switching positions and doing full rotation like you do in 3v3. Okay, this is a bit risky. We've totally left Keyboard kind of alone there. So this is about scoring more goals than the other team, indeed. Okay. Not the best landings here, but we do have the right idea. It's going for the boomer and then trying to recover on the wall. The mechanics let us down, but the idea was good. Okay, this is maybe we're stretching here a little bit. Like, don't commit from this distance, like hard commit, because you need to always be ready to back out. And here, I don't know, I guess you're going for a block on it, but we're definitely reaching. We're reaching, and we invested a lot of boosts to do not much. Now we missed. I credited you earlier for grabbing small boost pads, now we missed them all. So this is a less clear one. Okay, just so there's no confusion. Keyboard Kindness here is now rotating away with high boost, which means that it's actually, well, that makes it much safer for wardop to challenge because his teammate behind him will have boost. But yeah, when the ball looks a bit easy to take, when it looks relatively free like this, now it's fine to let your teammate with the boost come in and make a play on it. When I was talking earlier about letting your low boost guy just break rotation and challenge, that's more when the other team have control. When they don't have control, it's fine to just let your back man come in. In fact, it's better because he's got a better run up at it. Now we're using a lot of boosts on these run ups that are sometimes for nothing, and this one actually results in a goal getting scored against us. I think the camera settings might be throwing you off a little bit, wardop, if I'm honest. I think a more normal camera makes it easier to hit with consistency. Hit the ball with consistency. Alright, can we pass this? Nice. That's actually decent. Okay, now we got the respect. How long is this going to last for? Of course, wardop would be one who does this. He's even wiggling the wheels a little bit. Okay, to a shot. Which rule is this? Keyboard Canis with a beautiful flicking out play. And he's going to put the ball in the net, ending rule 2. All the OGs know it's rule 2. Okay, again, like, glad we didn't commit to that aerial because we're really far away. And that's definitely a risky challenge by Keyboard Canis, but luckily wardop was there. Yeah, rule 1 is keeping the ball in the air. Oh! There is no other rule. Cox used to have lots of rules. One of his rules was no open nets. He used to, when he was live streaming, if he had an open net, you would just dribble the ball back into his half and do an aerial instead. It's one of his rules. Oh, don't sleep on the peeps. Wow, what a clever piece of alliteration that is. Never heard that one before. You know what? I think it's so good, I think casters should start saying it. Let me write that down. Don't sleep on The peeps. Okay, got it. Brilliant. Haven't heard enough of that before. Okay, bit risky with these touches, wardop, definitely. Again, don't be afraid of letting the ball bounce back into your corner. Don't be afraid of taking the ball back into your corner, because if you're hitting it like in the midfield, into a position that the other team are gonna immediately attack from, probably not a good idea. Some like team has to come along with a name that rhymes with ooze, just so that we can have don't snooze on, you know, whatever their team name is. We could have like loads of different variations of them. What other ones? Don't sleep on the peeps. Don't snooze on the, I don't know, ooze, whatever they decide to name themselves. They can't call themselves don't snooze on the booze, because that wouldn't fit with the E for Everyone guidelines. Don't snore on the boars. Yeah, there's another one. I like that. Oh, keeper Canis. That's an open net miss, mate. And that is also an open net miss. Oh! My goodness. Well, let's see keyboard Canis' POV here on this miss. As wardop's way outside the goal and gets a bit lucky that he doesn't own goal here. Absolute clean whiff and bang! Caster shot right there. Alright, let's go to the end of the game and see how it ends. Oh, it's another short overtime, okay. Look at this from Canis to think that I thought you would carry me. I know, that was disastrous. This is good patient play. Oh, just I say that, we're getting a bit rushed again. And they've been scored on. Did Canis just get outplayed? Oh, he just went a bit too slowly. To be fair, you never really know what to expect from these kind of plays. When somebody's air dribbling off the wall, you don't know exactly how far they're going to hit it. But I think you have to respect the shot there. You have to back off and try and make the save. Canis is out of here. Immediate leave. I mean, wardop, you've heard me say it before, but I think that the camera settings are not helping you. You did miss the ball by going too low on it quite a few times here, or miss-hit the ball by going too low on it quite a few times, and I think your connection is going to be a lot more consistent if you just get the camera settings a bit more low angle. But besides that, the main issues that you're having are, number one, well, I think of three things that I saw a few times here. One of them is that you're not really willing to let the ball go back into your corner, when actually in 2v2 letting the ball come back into your corner is a good thing sometimes, because it brings the other team to you, and then you can get goal side in a good 50-50 and suddenly you're attacking just off a good 50-50. Easy peasy. So that's a good thing to try. Like, don't be afraid of letting the ball bounce into your corner and just tracking it back, getting goal side, making a save, dodge the demo.
From New York, but I watch all your YouTube content. A1 boy, A1.
Hey, Base Chili, thanks for swinging by. Thanks for the 2-month tier 1, mate. I really appreciate that. Did I say thanks to Murph Dog for the 2-month prime as well? I think I did, but if I didn't, I'm sorry, man. It was ages ago. My bad. But yeah, apart from that, wardop, apart from being willing to let the ball roll back into your half, try not to make so many touches towards the other team. Just try to keep control a bit more. I think the main thing that I think it would really help you is just working on first touch that is a controlling first touch. Like, every time you take a first touch, try and make it a touch that you can do something else afterwards. So instead of like your first touch looking like this a lot of the time, where it just bounces away from you and now you're chasing after it, like, try to it'll be really hard at first. It's a real big playstyle change, but try and take first touches like this so you can then, you know, try to like make another play off. The first touch is by far the weakest aspect of your mechanical game, outside of the camera settings causing a few mishits. Boost management definitely like tailed off the longer that game went. Initially you were actually like pathing over small boost pads quite well, but as the game went on, that stopped happening. So I guess you were just thinking about it early in the game and then you stopped. But yeah, get some like nicer lower camera settings like these. If you want to copy mine, I would recommend them. They're pretty standard. They're very, very normal looking camera settings for pro play. Only thing you might not want to copy is transition speed. Probably put that at like 1.2 until you are used to playing with higher. Something like this is probably fine for anyone. Yeah, I play keyboard. I play with a very high transition speed because I've gotten used to it. I played with 1.2, then I put it to 1.3, got used to that, got used to this, and then eventually I've gotten used to a very, very high transition speed, and this doesn't bother me. It just gives me information more quickly. And also, on my actual monitor, it's a much smoother transition than it is on stream, because on stream, you guys are obviously watching in 60 FPS. I'm seeing the game in a much faster frame rate than that. So my transition speed for me looks a lot smoother than it does for you guys. That being said, it's probably still too high.